Show starts now.
Well, he didn't slam you, he didn't bump you, he didn't nudge you. He rubbed you, and rubbing some is racing.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome home to Wiscasset Speedway for Coastal 200 Day. Thank you guys all for joining us today. Before we go any further, got to introduce the man to my left as always. Winner of Monster Truck Throwdown over the weekend, Mr. Matt Fake.
It was amazing, wasn't it? And I didn't even use a truck.
There you go. Late model sportsman, the Wood Pellet Warehouse late model sportsman has center stage today. Welcome to the annual Coastal 200, the crown jewel for Wiscasset Speedway, and the biggest late model sportsman race here in the state of Maine. First of three heats on the track for the late models. We've got 26 in the paddock. One driver electing to skip the heat race action as he was a late arrival. Another driver in this heat race did not make it through pre-race tech, so they're making some changes on his car. 10 lap heat races will set the field for the 200-lap main event this afternoon. Also on the docket, the Outlaw Minis, Strictly Streets and Modifieds. Flagman Ron Whitcomb gives the signal to cross over, ready to go with Dana Wilbur at the point in the number 52. Cody Verrill to the outside in the number 11. He was the winner of the Dash for Cash last year. Shane Caherl's in the number 19 to his outside, driving the Jordan Lumber car. James Osmond behind the wheel of that car today. Row 3 has Ben Erskine in the number 4. Outside is Steve Parker in the number 55. In the number 15 ME, he's one of the heavy favorites today. Bobby Seeger actually does make it out in time for the heat race. James Grover, the only driver not making it to heat 1 as he's elected to skip and get ready. He'll start the feature at the back of the field. Pace car is in, let's go racing, green flag is out. Cody Verrill, rookie of the year 2 years ago here in the late models. Had a good start, but Dana Wilbur coming back to retake that inside line. They'll lean on each other in turn 4. Drivers dealing with a new curving at the bottom of the racetrack. Keep those left side tires on the pavement. Dana Wilbur leading the way. Caherl is on the inside now. James Osmond in the 3. He's got was in the top of the speed chart in all 3 practices today. And he's already working that outside lane, paying dividends for him. Quickly up on the outside. He turned to 15.7 last time by. He turned to 15.2 in practice. Ben Ashline makes quick work of it and takes the lead. 4 laps in. They'll hit the halfway marker this time by the stripe. Wilbur still second, but he drifts up the track. Shane Caherl underneath now. Caherl races it door-to-door for second. Another side-by-side battle behind them for 4th is Cody Verrill inside and Ben Erskine outside. Caherl into the 52 a little bit, but they both hang on nicely. Ashline's got a comfortable 2-car length cushion, not going to push it. Ashline was the runner-up in the Coastal 200 last year, and by his own admission a couple times in the race overdrove the car, so he's really put a lot of preparation in to get that car ready this year. Single file, white flag will fly this time by. Ashline, Caherl, Caherl will start outside of row 2. And Dana Wilbur in the 52, Ben Erskine and Cody Verrill round out your top 5. He'll roll into victory lane for a quick photo with Peter Taylor. He's on a mission today in the number 15 MD out of Fairfield. To give it up for Ben Ashline, your heat winner.
Did you know that motorcycles have the same rights and privileges as vehicles on main roads? The Maine Bureau of Highway Safety wants everyone to be courteous to drivers and riders. Obey the rules of the road and always drive or ride safely so we can all make it home. Safety.com for more information.
Top 5 for the heat and the feature, taking their cool down lap and then meeting the tire manager on the backstretch wall to get a quick tire check. And heat 2 is stacked with some heavy hitters here for the Coastal 200. You have no less than 3 former Coastal 200 winners in this heat. And a little history of this race, if you're new to it, Coastal 200 established back in the early 90s by previous owner Dave St. Clair. Started out as a 150-lap pro stock race and then eventually switched over to a 200-lap late model sportsman race. But in the history of the Coastal 200, there has only been one repeat winner. That was Scott Chubbuck back when it was a pro stock race. But since it's been a late model race, there has never been a repeat winner. There obviously has never been a back-to-back winner. Wiscasset Speedway dropping down to run late models today. That's Darren Ripley in the number 09. To the outside is the defending Coastal 200 champion, Andrew McLaughlin in the number 26. And then for good measure, another pair of Coastal 200 winners on row 2. You've got Dave Farrington Jr. inside of the number 23. And to the outside, 4-time track champion and former Coastal 200 winner Chris Thorne in the 17. Bill Pinkham is back in action with us this season. He's in car number 5. He'll have last year's driver of the year, Logan Melcher, the rookie of the number 41 out of the J area. Steve Minot is in the number 28. And a couple cars had to go back through tech a second time, so they forfeit their starting spot. Josh St. Clair, oh yeah, he's a former Coastal 200 winner as well in the number 33. And J.R. Robinson in the number 28 ME. So 4 Coastal 200 winners in this heat race alone. Bill Pierce pulls the pace car to the end of the field. The green flag is out. Look for Darren Ripley on the start. Stacked them up a little bit, but everyone does a good job to avoid that number 09. McLaughlin and Thorne. Thorne in the number 17, then Ripley in the 09, and the 28 of J.R. Robinson rounding out the top 5 here in heat number 2.
Maxwell's Market, Route 27 in Wiscasset is a proud sponsor of the Super Streets at Wiscasset Speedway. Stop in and see them for groceries, sandwiches, pizza, and more. And they also have a special gumball machine there at Maxwell's. 25 cents, you get a gumball, but if you get a white one, you get a free pass to Wiscasset Speedway. Stop by and see Maxwell's Market today, Route 27 in Wiscasset.
So, Maddie, I know you didn't get a chance to join us over the weekend for Monster Truck Throwdown, but unfortunately our infield's a little messy today. But
it's a wreck.
Wow, did we have a fun time on Friday and Saturday here with Monster Truck Throwdown making their first ever appearance. And Greg Winchenbach in Crustacean really threw it down. And we had 6 great monster trucks here. And Friday night we were able to get in the motorcycle stunt team as well, but because of the rain on Saturday, we were not able to have them perform. But how about a nice round of applause for this guy, your defending Coastal 200 champion, Andrew McLaughlin, will start outside the front row for today's 200. You look like you wanted to say something, Matt.
No, I'm good.
But yeah, we had fun. Jumps, races, a donut contest here in the front stretch.
Very nice.
Freestyle. Oh, by the way, the bus. I told you about the bus. The Seekonk bus. You can't kill it. It's like the Jason of school buses.
Are we taking that thing to Seekonk?
I think we are. Vanessa heard that you really wanted to ride it back to Seekonk again this year. So they took it easy. They dented in the roof a couple times, but they actually drove the bus back to the pits after 2 days of monster trucks.
Really?
They did. Like I said, it won't die.
Except when we're on Route 1.
That's right.
What's that smell? Like oil.
But we did retire the old ambulance. We had a nice goodbye for the old ambulance.
Oh, very nice.
Saturday as well. We've got the new ambulance that we picked up a couple weeks ago, but the old boo bus is finally retired. That's what our old friends, Jen, and the rest of the crew used to call it back in the day. This will set the rest of the field for today's Coastal 200. Your lineup goes for Shane Clark at the point in the number 21. To his outside, and the number 15H is Mike Hopkins. Row number 2 on the inside is your current Pro Stock point leader, a 2-time winner in the Pro Stocks already. That's Nick Hinckley. Actually, they're moving that 30 car up where he should have been when he rolled onto the track, so we'll jump back up to the front row to the outside. That's Dylan Street out of Old Town in the number 30S. Then the 15's on row 2, Hopkins inside, Hinckley outside. The long hauler is the number 26. He is all the way here from Bedland, Vermont. That's Seth Bridge. Outside in the 00, Alex Waltz. Ryan St. Clair's in the 30, and Will Collins in car number 25.
All right, we're going to be shutting the lights off next time by to get this third and final heat race for the Coastal 200 underway. Still to come, we have heat races for you for the Outlaw Minis, the Modifieds, and the Strictly Streets. A great group of late models here today. Wiscasset Speedway, it's the Coastal 200. Shane Clark and Hopkins leading
Seth Bridge making his first ever run here at Wiscasset Speedway. I had a chat with him earlier on today during practice. Really enthused to come here to join us for the Coastal 200. He's the reigning Pro Stock or reigning late model champion over at Devil's Bowl in Vermont. Big weekend coming up next weekend, man. It's Ames True Value NEMA night next Saturday night.
A lot of speed next Saturday night. Big speed.
Track records should be up for grabs again. Hopefully get an official lap under 13 seconds. We had one in practice. One of the NEMA guys turned a 12.998 in practice. These guys are getting around the track in about 15.5 seconds, but these NEMA midgets really hustle around this banked racetrack.
This track was kind of built for those little cars. The way they can just let it go, they don't have to. Not worrying about slowing down, they can just take off. Of course, that's brought to you by Value Supply. 25 Will Collins heading down into the pits. He's already picked up a win. Point race earlier this season.
Will Collins sent to the pit. Window net was down on the 25, so obviously got to have all the safety gear in its proper place. So he'll head down pit road, get that taken care of. We should see him back here in just a moment at the end of the line. Coming up next, the Kennebec Equipment Rental Outlaw Minis. We also have the K&A Property Services Modifieds today, and the Norm's Used Cars Strictly Streets. As always, we would like to encourage you to support the businesses that support Wiscasset Speedway and these racers. You see them all over the cars, you see them on our billboards, on our website. Have need of the products or services that they provide, please, take a chance and trust us and do business with them, and make sure you mention that you've seen their ad here at Wiscasset Speedway.
All right, 25 is back out on the tracks. We'll get them all crossed up and ready to race here in just a moment. Ken just mentioned next weekend is Ames True Value Supply NEMA night. Stop by and see the folks at Ames True Value Supply. A lot of projects going on around the house right now, and there is nothing more in your house than you can find outfit at Ames True Value Supply in Wiscasset. From cabinet door hardware to hand and power tools, housewares, lawn and garden, lumber and building materials. They got it at Ames True Value Supply, Route 1 in Wiscasset.
First lap is in the books. We'll get ready to turn it loose next time around. Double checking with scoring. They did not give them credit for that first lap, so we're back to the original starting lineup. Tim McGowan over in turn 3 and 4, ready to crank them up and turn them loose right there at the line in turn 4. Green flag is out. To second, Haley to third, Alex Walls to fourth. Dylan Street caught on the outside, the drifting backwards. Senior from Old Town High School. I'm not sure if he's senior this year or this Old Town area. Good hockey player too, from what I've been told. St. Clair holds off Will Collins. St. Clair will take the 4th position. Collins will settle for 5th. And the field is now set for this afternoon's Coastal 200. Clark will bypass the front stretch and head right to his tire check on the backstretch wall. So Shane Clark picking up the heat win. He'll start inside the 2nd row for today's 200. Top 5 get their tire checks, and we're ready to roll out our Kennebec Equipment Rental Outlaw Minis coming up next.